Hello and welcome, Cancer. Welcome to Music Messages Tarot. This video is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I've pre-shuffled the decks. We're going to shuffle them a little bit more, and I'm just going to resonate our sound bowl to finish clearing our energy. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that on camera, but it actually does sing. It's not a very loud resonance, but it does the job. As I was shuffling, Cancer, I got this song by Adele, the song Hello. Hello from the outside, at least I could say that I've tried. Something along those lines, right? So this, you may very well have just been coming off a breakup, Cancer. I mean, this is a reading, a love reading for August 2023, but as I always say, these videos are timeless, so whenever you come across it, that's most likely when you need to hear this message. So for some of you, you're going to be coming out of a relationship is the energy I'm immediately picking up. This card flew out, and it flew out in reverse. Three of Cups. Yeah, I'm getting kind of this energy of like spoiled milk kind of energy. Like, what's a good way of putting this? Like, something was about to come to fruition, something you were about to be able to celebrate, something maybe like the next step in your relationship. Maybe you were about to move in with someone or become engaged, and then something happened and it kind of fell apart. I'm sorry if that's you, if that is resonating with you. For some of you also, I'm getting a triangulation situation, so like a third party. Either you or your person may have been involved in like an outside relationship, an affair of some kind, maybe an emotional affair is what I'm picking up for someone. So only you're going to know if that connects to you, but you know, and I am sorry if that is you coming out of that situation, but let's see what other energies we have to kind of move into from there. Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So some of you are taking time to step back and kind of take stock of your life, take stock of your romantic situation. For some of you, this may involve a decision. So like I said, I'm getting a heavy energy that some of you are torn between two potential partners, or your person might be torn between two people, you and someone else. And you or your person is kind of taking a moment to step back and decide what makes sense, which relationship they want to pursue. That's not going to be for everybody. So like if you don't have suspicions that your person is like cheating or talking to somebody else, then that's probably not for you. Okay? I just want to make that clear because I don't want to cause paranoia, or I don't want to cause any negative energies that don't need to be there. This is just clarification if you've kind of already been suspecting this, or if your person came out and told you. We have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, someone has a lot of choices here. I'm not sure if that's you or the person you were dealing with recently. You're having trouble making, this is your energy I'm picking up, Cancer. I believe that for many of you, it's going to be you yourself are having kind of illusions. You're having illusions and confusion around which path to pick and which person is going to be best for you. And you feel misguided right now. You feel like your intuition is normally spot on, Cancer, but I get the sense that maybe you're struggling to tap into that intuition right now to help you guide your next step here. Hopefully we'll get some messages that help nudge you in the right direction today. We have the Justice card, and it's coming out underneath the Three of Cups reversed. Okay, this is going to be a very specific message, but I do feel called to say this. For some of you, you did engage in an outside affair, but this was in response to a partner who had not treated you very well in the past. So you kind of saw this as fair. You saw this as just. You saw this as moral because of the way you were treated in the past in your relationship. I'm not going to speak on that because everybody's path and situation is different. I don't like when I go on a tarot channel and people start preaching. I don't like that. So I'm going to spare you the sermon and let you know that you obviously have to do what's best for you. So in some situations, yeah, it depends on the current situation. That might be something that you're morally okay with because of how you've been treated in the past. Maybe you were in a relationship with a serial cheater, someone who just consistently cheated on you, and you finally kind of did it back to them, okay? And you decided maybe you were going to pursue someone else on the outside. Maybe that's where the Adele song is coming in here. Someone on the outside of your relationship. Maybe you decided to engage in some kind of relationship with them. Some kind of, I'm getting that for some of you, it's not even a physical relationship yet. It's emotional, but someone that you've become very, very attached to. So only you'll know if that connects. This is also Libra energy, so you may be dealing with a Libra. See what else? I'm being called to shuffle one more time. Okay, and this one popped out at me. 7 of Wands. Somebody's in a very defensive energy here. I do get that this is you. I do get that maybe you were called out by your partner, or you're going to be called out for this emotional affair. And if this is not something that's happening now, this could be futuristic. So it could also be past influence, but I'm getting that for most of you, it's either currently happening or it's going to happen in the near future. You're going to feel the need to defend yourself and become defensive because this person that you're talking to or engaging in this emotional relationship with is somebody that you've come to care about a lot. So you don't want to eliminate them from your life, but at the same time, you're in kind of a sticky situation, Cancer. It seems like whoever this is going to resonate for, because I don't know if you're fully ready to leave your relationship yet, okay? Or you're in the process of leaving a more stable relationship to pursue this new person that you've met or that you want to have a relationship with, but you're having to defend yourself a lot in the process, possibly. There may even be some legalities and legal issues that come into play here. So, for example, if you're leaving a toxic marriage to pursue something else, there may be some court dealings or some legal issues that you come up against as you go through this process. Okay, I know this is not starting out to be like a super positive message, but I do kind of call it as I see it here. I don't like to sugarcoat the energy that comes out. So this is what I'm picking up on right now. Okay, let's see what else. All right, we have the 3 of Pentacles, so that's 2 threes. So there's definitely some triangulation here for somebody. Somebody's engaging in an outside affair. This could be with somebody at work, somebody that you worked with or that you want to work with or that you worked well together with. For some of you, this is your person who is engaging in this, but I am getting that for the vast majority of you that this is going to resonate for. It's actually you. But like I said, this is a judgment-free zone. I'm not here to judge or to stand on a pedestal and dole out moral advice, okay? Everybody has a different path. Everybody has a different situation. And I don't feel that it's actually the good-natured thing to do to stand here and be judgmental. I could give advice, obviously, if somebody asked my opinion on something. But I just feel like this decision is between you and God. And the universe understands why you made the decision that you made in this particular circumstance. Getting the name Cynthia for somebody. All right, let's get some clarification here on this 3 of Cups reversed. The Chariot. Somebody's leaving a situation. So for some of you, you may be, and I'm sorry about the glare, but there's really nothing I can do about that. Some of you are leaving a situation that maybe was about to go and move on to the next step, but there was something unforeseen happened, okay? It's like one of those situations where, I don't know why I'm channeling this. I'm just thinking of the movie Titanic, and it's like Rose is about to, she just got engaged. She's not really happy about the engagement, but her family's, her mom, her mother is just about ready to celebrate that. They're telling everybody that she just got engaged to this wealthy man, but then she meets the love of her life. Okay, so it's a situation like that I'm picking up here. And it has you moving away from the original path that you thought you were going to follow. It's also your energy there with the Chariot card, Cancer. Yeah, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this person that you met or that you're going to be meeting wants to make this very solid offer to you. They offer stability. They might be moving a little more slowly than you're used to emotionally, kind of taking their time. But they will eventually be making this very solid offer to you, or at least want to. So keep that in mind. Maybe it's a situation where you're in a more stable relationship, but it's not really, maybe your heart is not really in it. And then you meet this new person who kind of is everything that you want, but they're just maybe moving a little too slowly for you, possibly. Let's see what the Seven of Pentacles is. This is turning out to be a very specific reading, so I know it's not going to resonate with every Cancer listener, but it is what it is. I can only channel what comes through, guys. So, and as other readers point out, if you like and comment and subscribe, it does actually help me to kind of channel your energy a little bit better. It's one way to connect energetically, so if you do those things, it will help me read for you. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's taking stock of what's going on in their life, and someone's going to come to the decision that a relationship needs to end for something else to begin. Scorpio energy here as well, but I'm getting that this is the ending of something that's going to be happening, and somebody's going to be moving on. Four of Pentacles. So your partner, for some of you, is trying to prevent this. They are feeling like they want to hold on to this connection with you. They don't want you to go. Yeah, be careful with that. So some of them may be kind of acting erratically because they're afraid of losing you, Cancer. And I mean, this could be you too. You could be torn. The Seven of Pentacles for me in this reading indicated taking stock. So like maybe thinking of two different paths, and on the one path you may be wanting to end a relationship, the other path may be wanting to hold on to it, and you might be very torn between which path of action to take. All right, or if your person is the one who's engaging in an affair or an or talking to someone else, another third party, you may be feeling possessive over your person. In that situation, I would say my best advice there is just to let go. It's so hard to do it sometimes, but let go and see what your person would rather do in that situation. You don't want somebody to, stay with you because you convince them to, because then that's always going to be a source of insecurity in the relationship. Let them do what they feel they need to do, and you work on yourself, and you work on your own romantic connections that are going to be coming in for you. All right, so that's my advice there. I don't want to preach too hard here, but let's see what's going on with the Seven of Cups. I think somebody has choices. And I do get that for a lot of you, it's you who have the choices coming in this month. So it's going to be a time of reflection for you. Ten of Cups. I want to pull the second card before I speak on this. I think for some of you, you may be leaving a situation that you thought was going to be like family, like a family situation. Like normally I'd say that about the Ten of Pentacles, but just the way the card came out with the child here in the background, you may be tempted to leave a family dynamic or a situation that you thought was going to lead to a family dynamic. So like I said before, maybe you were about to get engaged. I'm getting a heavy energy of someone who is about to take the next step in their relationship, and it's just not going through because something unforeseen happened. The Devil. That's interesting. Definitely tempted. Somebody is experiencing temptation, and in some cases you're giving into that temptation here. It's Capricorn energy here as well. I think right now you're feeling a lot of guilt around this, if this is your decision to make. The Devil card doesn't necessarily mean it's not the right decision for you. I just feel like maybe you need to be careful about how you proceed in the situation. So if it is leaving one relationship to pursue another one, I would say don't overlap them. Like, try to do it in the right way, the most noble way, the way that you would want it done if someone was leaving your relationship to pursue someone other than you. So maybe you're tempted to or you've been tempted to have an affair or possibly like cheat on your partner. If that already happened, obviously, like, it's not something that can be undone. But if it hasn't happened already, I would say just proceed with caution about maybe how you decide to move away from one situation into the next. This card flew out, the Queen of Swords on Justice. Okay, that's heavy, heavy Libra energy right there. And I feel like I said before, I'm just getting this vibe of someone who, like, you've been in a situation for so long where you have felt mistreated. The word doormat I just heard. Like, you feel like you're being treated like a doormat in your current situation, and you've kind of come to this point where you're just ruthlessly, for lack of a better word, ruthlessly willing to move forward for your own well-being. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, the word ruthless has a negative connotation, but I feel like in this circumstance, it's just like you standing up and saying enough. There's actually a movie called Enough with Jennifer Lopez where she's in an abusive marriage and she just gets to a point where she's not going to take it anymore. So it's kind of like that vibe that I'm picking up here. Someone who's tired of being mistreated. You're pursuing your own happiness at this point, and you're going to do what you need to do to get there, okay? And you're going to be strategic too. Ten of Swords. I'm not surprised. So it's going to require an ending of some kind for you to move into this new direction. And I think most of you know who this new person is in your life already. If you don't, I think you may be just feeling the energy of just wanting to pursue something new, something away from, like I said, whatever this original path was, whatever this original relationship was. Part of you wanted to stay consistent with it. Part of you wanted to stay the course. You wanted to work on it. You wanted it to lead to this stable family life. Again, it's not the Ten of Pentacles, it's the Ten of Cups, but that's the energy I'm picking up there. That you thought it was going to result in this family life, this stable life, and that you should, quote, do the right thing, and just popped into my head. Do the right thing and work on your connection with this person. But after a certain amount of time giving and giving and giving to this connection and not getting anything back or not being treated appropriately, I feel like you are in a headspace where you no longer want to give to this connection and you want to move on to something new. For some of you, you know who that person's going to be, and for some of you, it's just the opportunity to meet somebody new. All right, and as I was shuffling, 2 cards popped out on the Seven of Wands. We have the Tower. Yeah, so you might have just abruptly, like, told your partner, hey, I don't want to continue in this relationship anymore, and it may have caused, like, a Tower moment, and now you feel like you need to defend yourself. For some of you, this involves a marriage. It's the destruction of some kind of stability. So for many of you that this is going to resonate with, it's a marriage, it's someone you were living with, it's someone where you had some kind of stable foundation, all right? So you were probably with this person for a while, and now that you realize you don't want to be, you're in a position where you feel like you have to defend yourself a little bit and defend this choice. Let's get some information on the Three of Pentacles. It is turning into a little bit of an intense read, Cancer. And again, it's definitely not going to resonate for everybody, but I can't help what comes out. So I'm just reading the energy for you. Three of Pentacles. Let's clarify what this Three of Pentacles is for my Cancers in love this month. Wheel of Fortune. This is a fated event, okay? And it involves a third party. I do get that in a lot of cases, this is your original partner's karma for possibly putting you through a very dysfunctional, abusive relationship. And it's kind of like your turn to be happy now. Okay, let's see what else. Nine of Wands. You're feeling like a wounded warrior here. This is how you feel in your from your original relationship. You've tried. And if at this point it feels like you're banging your head against the wall, not getting any different results, and you're tired of giving to the connection, but then this fated event happens and it kind of shakes everything up. lots of endings happening here. We have death, we have the Ten of Swords, we have the Tower, okay? And yeah, it's going to be a destruction to a path that could have led to a family life. I'm not sure if it's currently involving a family unit, but it's definitely involving someone that you had stability with, okay? Let's get some guidance from our Moonology manifestation cards. Let's also highlight the positives here. This might be a little bit of a challenging time for you in your romantic life, Cancer, but once this situation passes, I can only imagine that you're going to breathe a major sigh of relief, okay? And for many of you, you've already met this person that feels like the love of your life, so you already know what direction you're moving in after this romantically. For some of you, this might be kind of learning your self-love again, and learning how to focus on giving yourself the love and care that your original partner maybe didn't appreciate, okay? So it's going to be different for everybody. So even if the specific messages in this reading aren't resonating with you, I think that overarching kind of energy for many Cancers this month is going to be that you need to focus on self-love right now, because the people around you aren't necessarily reciprocating what you put in. Let's put it that way. So even if this narrative is not resonating with you, I think that piece about self-love is going to be important for the majority of you. Okay, can we get some final thoughts here on Cancer? Love reading for August 2023. Last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings. So there's going to be some difficult feelings coming up for you this month. But you're a water sign, and that's kind of like you're very adept at working through your very deep feelings most of the time, Cancer. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm just saying you're going to have to maybe be intentional about setting time aside to reflect on what your feelings are. They may feel overwhelming at times during this process, but doing things to practice self-love and care are going to help you a lot. They're going to help you focus on you and stabilizing your own energy. And when you're able to do that, you're able to think more clearly and make better decisions about what steps to take next. One more time. Okay. First quarter moon in Taurus, release control. All right, so you may be dealing with an Aries or a Taurus. You have to release control a little bit. And I'm also just getting like release ideas around past ideas about what your love life was going to look like. So for some of you, you're holding on really, really tight, and I'm thinking maybe that might be why some of this energy fell out the way it did. But some of you are holding on really tightly to this first relationship because you feel like you've poured so much into it, and you feel like that's your route to stability in your life. But I think you're going to be doing yourself a big disservice if you try to hold on to something that is toxic or something that's hurting you, or something, especially if you're in an abusive dynamic. Like, that's not going to serve you. That's not going to serve your higher good. So you need to be honest with yourself and just kind of release that control at this time. And then we have the first quarter moon in Capricorn. You may be dealing with a Capricorn. Unleash your kindest self. And I do get that this is towards you. So show yourself the kindness and compassion that you often show other people. Cancers, you're very giving, nurturing people a lot of the time, and I think a lot of the time you forget to take care of yourselves. You forget to care about your own well-being because you are trying to please everyone else. It's not a criticism of you. It's actually a strength that you're able to be so warm and sensitive and always considering the needs of others. But this is a time where you're going to have to be a little bit more selfish and focus on you. Focus on your own emotional well-being and what it is you need as you move forward, okay? I think for a lot of you, again, only take it if it resonates, but for a lot of you, it is going to mean moving away from your current situation to find a better one, and one that's more positive for you and more aligned with your frequency, okay? I hope this resonated, Cancer. If you can like, comment, and subscribe, it would really help our channel grow. Other than that, I'm wishing you all the peace and harmony, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Okay, bye-bye.